Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments in life when everything seems to stand still. We find ourselves stuck in places we never thought we would be, wondering how we got here, and more importantly, how we are going to get out. It's easy to look around at the brokenness, at the disappointment, and feel overwhelmed. It's easy to believe that this is as good as it gets, that the dreams you've held close to your heart are just distant memories. But let me tell you something today, with all the assurance I can muster, this is not the end of the story. No, my friends, there is something greater ahead. It might feel like the winds are against you. It might feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and your heart is heavy with fear, doubt, and uncertainty. But listen closely, the winds can change. The clouds that seem to have blocked the sun for so long will part, and the light of hope will break through. There is a force at work, unseen but powerful, moving on your behalf, preparing for a moment when everything in your life is going to shift. It's in the moments of silence, in the seasons of waiting, that the greatest transformations often occur. You may not see it now, but the seeds of change are being planted in the soil of your soul. You may not feel it now, but something new is stirring beneath the surface, something that will bring about a harvest greater than you could ever imagine. You see, what you're going through right now is not the final chapter. The struggles you face today, the battles that seem never-ending, they are not meant to define you. They are simply the preparation for the breakthrough that is coming. Yes, the storm may rage, but storms are temporary. The sky will clear, and when it does, you will stand on the other side, stronger and more resilient than you ever thought possible. Don't let the doubts and fears paralyze you. Don't let the discouragement of the past rob you of the promise of the future. You are closer than you think to a shift. The doors that have seemed closed for so long are about to open. The opportunities you've been waiting for, the dreams you've longed to see come to life, they are closer than you realize. And when that shift comes, it will be like nothing you've ever experienced before. There will be moments when you look back at where you were and you won't recognize yourself. You won't believe the things you've overcome, the strength you've gained, and the purpose you've discovered. It will be a new beginning, a new season, one that will set the course for your future in ways you never imagined. So don't give up. Don't give in. Keep walking, even when you can't see the path clearly. The winds are shifting, and something incredible is on the horizon. Hold on, because the moment you've been waiting for is just around the corner, and it will change everything. Trust that the best is yet to come. There are times in life when we feel as though we're stuck in a never-ending cycle, where nothing seems to change and everything appears to stay the same. It's easy to look around at the circumstances and believe that the situation we're facing is the final chapter. But let me tell you, change is coming. Even when you can't see it, even when everything around you suggests otherwise, there is a shift on the way. And when it comes, it will be nothing short of transformative. Too often we allow ourselves to be trapped by our current reality, by the things we can see and touch in the moment. The struggles we face, the failures we've encountered, the obstacles that seem insurmountable, all of these things can cloud our vision and make us believe that we are defined by our circumstances. But the truth is, what you're going through right now is not the end of the story. It's simply the moment before everything changes. Sometimes it's in the hardest times that the greatest changes take place. It may feel like you're in a storm, like the winds are against you, and the road ahead is uncertain. But storms don't last forever. They pass, and when they do, you often find that the world around you has been transformed. The rain waters the soil, the wind clears the air, and when the storm is over, you are left with a new perspective, a new sense of clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose. That's what is happening right now in your life. Even if you can't see it yet, the difficulties you're facing are preparing you for the breakthrough that is just around the corner. The challenges, the obstacles, and the trials are shaping you, molding you, and strengthening you in ways that you can't understand right now. They are not permanent. They are part of the process, part of the shift that is coming. You might not be able to see it yet, but the things that are about to happen in your life are beyond what you've ever dreamed possible. Maybe you've been waiting for a change for so long that you've grown weary, that you've begun to doubt whether it will ever come. But I assure you, the shift is closer than you think. It's already in motion, even if it's invisible to you in this moment. There are forces at work right now that you can't comprehend, and they are working in your favor. The timing may not make sense, and the path may seem unclear, but trust that everything is moving towards something greater. The pieces of the puzzle are being arranged, and soon the picture will become clear. The struggles you face, the tears you've shed, the pain you've endured, they are all part of the bigger picture. They are preparing you for the moment when everything will shift, and you will step into a new season of life. You are not defined by what you are going through right now. You are not defined by the difficulties you face or the challenges you encounter. What you're experiencing is simply a chapter in your story, not the final page. And I believe with all my heart that your best days are ahead of you. The shift is coming, and when it arrives, it will change everything. Hold on. Keep believing. The best is yet to come. In life, we often find ourselves in seasons of waiting periods where we feel as though nothing is happening, and we're stuck in a holding pattern, wondering when things will change. These seasons can feel frustrating and even hopeless at times, leaving us questioning if anything will ever improve. But it is in these very moments of waiting that some of the most significant growth and transformation occur. Waiting is not a waste of time. It is often the preparation needed for the future breakthrough that's coming. When you feel stuck, it's easy to become discouraged and lose hope. We live in a world where instant results are expected, where everything seems to move at lightning speed, and patience is in short supply. But there's something powerful that happens when we learn to embrace the waiting. In fact, waiting is one of the greatest teachers we will ever have. It teaches us patience and resilience and endurance. It refines our character and strengthens our faith. During seasons of waiting, we are often being shaped in ways we don't immediately recognize. Just like a seed that is planted deep in the soil, hidden from view, it is in the darkness of the earth where it begins to take root and grow. You can't see the changes happening below the surface, but that doesn't mean the seed isn't growing. In fact, it's growing stronger and more prepared for the moment when it will break through the surface and into the light. Similarly, in your life, the waiting process is preparing you for something greater. The difficulties, frustrations, and challenges you face today are not just random occurrences, they are part of the refining process. You may not see the fruits of your labor now, but they are coming. Just as the seed needs time to grow and mature before it can bear fruit, so too do your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations. They require time, patience, and the right conditions to flourish. During this waiting period, your strength is being built in ways that will serve you in the future. It's easy to overlook this when things seem stagnant, but look closely and you'll notice that you are becoming stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's ahead. You are being equipped for the challenges and opportunities that are waiting for you. The experiences you are having now, although difficult and sometimes painful, are shaping your character, sharpening your skills, and deepening your understanding of who you are and what you are capable of. The beauty of waiting is that it forces us to trust. We are often forced to rely on something greater than ourselves, to believe that there is a purpose in the waiting, even when we can't see it. This trust builds faith in something beyond the immediate circumstances, helping us to hold on when we feel like giving up. And when the waiting ends, when the shift comes, we will realize that all of it was necessary for us to fully step into the new season. Without the waiting, we would not have been prepared to handle the blessings and opportunities that await us. So embrace this season of waiting. Don't rush through it or try to avoid it. Know that something beautiful is taking root, and soon you will see the fruits of your patience and perseverance. Trust that this time of waiting is not in vain. It is leading you to a place of greater strength, greater understanding, and greater fulfillment than you ever imagined. We often define ourselves by the struggles we face, believing that the challenges we encounter are the things that will determine who we are and what we are capable of achieving. But I want to remind you today that your struggles do not define you. The battles you are fighting right now, the obstacles that feel insurmountable, and the setbacks you face, they are not the end of your story. They do not determine your worth or your future. These are simply temporary moments that, in time, will pass. So often we become so consumed by the difficulties we face that we begin to identify with them. We tell ourselves, I'm a failure, I'll never get through this, or I'm not good enough. We see ourselves through the lens of our struggles, allowing them to shape how we view our future and what we believe we are capable of. But that is not the truth. Your current situation is just a chapter in your life, not the entire book. It's a moment of challenge, but not the final defining moment. It's essential to remember that our circumstances are always changing. What we're going through today is not permanent, even though it may feel overwhelming in the moment. Life is filled with seasons, some good, some challenging, but all of them temporary. What may seem like a difficult, unyielding path today could very well turn into a place of growth and strength tomorrow. In fact, many of the greatest breakthroughs in life come after the hardest struggles. The challenges you are facing are not what will ultimately define you, they are preparing you for something greater. In the midst of a storm, it can be easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. But it's in the storm that we often discover our true strength. We realize that we are capable of enduring more than we ever thought possible. The very struggles we face are the things that are building our resilience. They are teaching us patience, fortitude, and perseverance. Without these trials, we wouldn't be able to recognize the depth of our own strength. We wouldn't understand what we are truly capable of achieving. Moreover, the setbacks and obstacles you face are not failures, they are simply lessons. Every time you fall, you have an opportunity to rise again. Every time you fail, you learn something that will prepare you for future success. It's in those moments of defeat that you gain the wisdom and experience necessary to move forward with greater confidence. What you're going through now is just a part of the journey. It's not a reflection of who you are, but rather of where you are in the process. The key is not to allow these struggles to define your worth or your potential. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are not a failure because of a setback. You are not limited by your past mistakes or the difficulties you face today. You are more than what you see right now. You are a work in progress. And with each challenge you overcome, you become more equipped to handle the next one. The journey you're on is preparing you for something far greater than you may realize at this moment. So don't let the struggles define you. Let them refine you. Let them shape you into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. One who is ready to face whatever comes next with courage and faith. Your struggles are not the end, they are the beginning of something greater. They are simply the stepping stones that will lead you to the next chapter of your life, and they will not define your future. What you do with these moments, how you respond to them, that is what will define you. And you have the power to overcome, to rise, and to move forward stronger than ever before. It's easy to become paralyzed by doubt, especially when things aren't going the way we hoped. We often find ourselves caught in the grip of fear and uncertainty, questioning whether the dreams we've held onto for so long are even possible. The obstacles seem insurmountable, and the journey ahead feels uncertain. Yet in these moments, it's crucial to remember one simple truth: doubt and fear cannot control your future unless you allow them to. You have the power to keep moving forward, even when it feels impossible, and this power is what will carry you through the hardest times. The doubt you experience isn't an indication of your lack of ability. It's a natural part of the human experience, something that everyone faces at some point in their life. It's a response to the unknown, a reaction to the challenges that lie ahead. But doubt is not a permanent condition. It's a temporary emotion, one that can be overcome with the right mindset and determination. The moment you allow doubt to stop you from moving forward, you give it control over your future. But the moment you choose to push through that doubt, to continue believing in the possibilities ahead, you regain control. Fear has a way of making us question our own worth and capabilities. It tries to convince us that we're not good enough, that we're too small or too weak to face the challenges before us. But this kind of thinking only limits your potential. Fear is based on false beliefs that you are somehow inadequate or unworthy of success. But the truth is, you are more capable than you know. You've overcome challenges before, and you have the strength to do it again. Fear may try to keep you stuck in place, but you are not meant to stand still. You are meant to grow, to evolve, and to reach for something greater. Don't let doubt hold you back from pursuing the things you've always dreamed of. Don't allow fear to paralyze you into inaction. Every great success story is filled with moments of doubt. But those who succeed are the ones who refuse to let those doubts dictate their actions. They take steps forward despite the uncertainty. They push through the fear, trusting that they are capable of overcoming whatever obstacles may come their way. When you push through the doubt and fear, you are not only proving to yourself that you can achieve what you set out to do, but you are also building resilience and faith in your own ability to face whatever comes next. The key is to keep moving forward, even when you don't have all the answers, even when the path ahead seems unclear. The greatest progress often comes when we take those first steps in the face of uncertainty. You don't need to see the entire road ahead. You only need to take the next step. It's in those small acts of courage, in choosing to move forward even when fear is telling you to stop, that you begin to make progress. Each step you take builds momentum, and before you know it, you'll find yourself closer to the future you've been waiting for. So when doubt and fear try to hold you back, remember that they do not have the power to define your path. You do. You have the strength to rise above them, to press forward with confidence, and to trust that the best is yet to come. Keep moving even when the road is unclear. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today, and you have the ability to choose faith over fear, belief over doubt, and action over inaction. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but it is worth every step. There comes a point in every journey when you begin to feel a shift, a subtle change that signals the beginning of something new. It's easy to miss because it often comes quietly, without fanfare or announcement. But if you pay attention, you'll see it. This is the moment that marks the beginning of a new season in your life, one where all that you've endured and all that you've worked for begins to come together. What lies ahead may be unfamiliar, but it is full of possibility and potential. A new beginning, a fresh start, is just around the corner, and when it comes, it will change everything. For so long, you've carried the weight of challenges, setbacks, and doubts. These experiences, though difficult, have shaped you, making you stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for what's ahead. You may not have understood it at the time, but each hardship you faced has been preparing you for this very moment. The lessons learned, the strength built, and the wisdom gained, these are the things that will carry you into the next chapter of your life. It can be difficult to embrace the unknown, especially when you've been through so much. You may feel uncertain about what comes next, and that's okay. Change, even when it's positive, can feel overwhelming. But this new season is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. It's a time to step forward with confidence, knowing that everything you've been through has brought you to this moment. Your past does not define you, it refines you, preparing you to step into the fullness of what's ahead. What's exciting about new beginnings is that they are full of opportunities. The doors that seemed closed before will begin to open, and the path ahead will become clearer. This is a time when dreams that once seemed impossible will start to take shape. You will begin to see that the things you've hoped for are not as far out of reach as they once appeared. This new season is not just about change, it's about growth, about stepping into a life that aligns more closely with who you were always meant to be. In many ways, the new beginning you're stepping into is a result of your perseverance, your faith, and your courage to continue moving forward, even when you couldn't see the end. This season of new beginnings is a reward for your endurance. You have sowed seeds in the soil of hard work, patience, and belief, and now it is time for those seeds to sprout and grow. The things you have worked for and dreamed about are on the horizon. They may not appear all at once, but they will come, and they will be more than worth the wait. Don't underestimate the power of new beginnings. They are not just a change in circumstances, they are an invitation to step into a new level of who you are. This new chapter will reveal things about yourself that you never realized, strengths you never knew you had, and opportunities you never imagined. Embrace it. The best is yet to come, and when it comes, it will be greater than anything you could have planned or anticipated. Your future is not defined by where you've been, but by where you are going, and what lies ahead will surpass everything you've known so far. Keep moving forward with hope and trust that the new beginning unfolding before you is just the beginning of something incredible. As you stand on the brink of this new chapter, remember that the journey you've been through is not in vain. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, every season of waiting has been preparing you for the moment when everything shifts. The obstacles you faced are simply stepping stones, each one building your strength, resilience, and capacity for greatness. The best part is that this new season is not just about change, it's about transformation. You are not the same person you were when you began this journey, and the person you are becoming is more powerful, more equipped, and more ready than you could have ever imagined. So when the doubt creeps in, when the path seems uncertain, and when you feel like giving up, remember that you are closer than you think to the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Your shift is coming. It's already in motion, even if you can't see it yet. Hold on to hope, keep moving forward, and trust that the best is yet to come. You are on the verge of something incredible, something that will change everything in your life. Keep believing, and never forget your greatest days are ahead of you.